Today we're going through what I did on my first week of Stardew Valley. Day 1. First, I grabbed my free parsnips and went outside, cleared an area, tilled the soil, planted them, then watered them. Then I chopped a tree and headed up towards the mine, collecting free things along the way. Tried to visit the mine, but sadly couldn't because there was a rock blocking the way. Went downtown and went shopping, bought 6 green bean plants and admired the trees that I would one day buy. Headed home, but stopped by the bus stop when I found some freebies, grabbed those, put them in the cell box, then planted the green beans and watered them. The morning of day 2, I checked my mailbox to find a letter from the local fisherman, Willie, saying he wanted to meet me. Watered my plants so they could get to growing. I cut down a tree and made a chest out of it. I headed down to the bottom exit, breaking rocks to get through. Then I collected some freebies, most notable spring onions. I headed to the beach next, entering the area with a cutscene.
Ahoy there, miss. Heard there was a newcomer in town. Good to finally meet you. I'm still trying to unwind from a month out on the salty sea. It was a big haul, so a lot of good fish. Finally safe enough to buy me a new rod. Here, I want you to have my old fishing rod. It's important to me that the art of old fishing stays alive. And hey, we'll buy something from the shop once in a while.
Then I received the bamboo rod, but old Willie wasn't done talking, so we'll let him finish.
There's good water out here in the valley. All kinds of old fish. Oh yeah, my shop's back open now, so come by if you need supplies. Also buy anything you catch. If it smells, it sells. That's what my old pappy used to say. Anyways.
I quite enjoyed that cutscene. It was very good, and I have no complaints because I got a bamboo rod. So, as I left the beach, I saw some clams, which I couldn't grab because my inventory was full. So I went and sold stuff at Pierre's. I came back and grabbed them and caught 2 fish, one a silver star and the other a normal, then sold them to Willie. Then I went home and cleared more things, like trees, rocks, fallen branches, until I was about to pass out from exhaustion. Then I slept. While I slept, I leveled up my foraging proficiency, allowing me to get seeds from trees and also 2 new crafting recipes. Day 3. It was raining, so I didn't have to worry about watering the plants, which was nice. So, because I had nothing else to do and I wasn't planning on leaving the farm in the rain, I cleared out the area, getting seeds from trees, a geode, and a nice power nap to end the day. Day 4. I opened my mailbox to find the most disgusting thing. They billed me $88 for passing out on my own land, which I think I would have been fine if they just let me sleep outside. I don't think there's any monsters on my land, not that I know of. I also got a letter from the local blacksmith saying he could break the geode I found the other day. Then in my rage I dug up a rib, then watered my plants to calm my anger. Then I went to town. I found a book at the bus stop, which was cool. Today I was planning on breaking open the geode at the blacksmith, which he had sent me a letter telling me he would. I decided to donate the rib to the museum as I waited for it to be 9 a.m. because the blacksmith wasn't open until then. Basically, the museum dude said if I donate cool stuff, he would give me cool stuff in return. I thought it was a good deal, so I gave him the rib I found. I didn't have much use for it anyways. Then I went outside and realized no time had passed because it was a cutscene. So I explored the area, digging in trash cans, and I went in here, which was cool, until the blacksmith finally opened. I entered and got a mudstone from the geode. Headed home, put the stuff I found on my outing in the cell box, cleared out some more things until I went to bed at 10:40 a.m. One thing I'm learning about this playthrough is I sleep a lot, which I mean is good because my energy gets refilled at the end of the day into the next. But is it good to sleep 20 hours a day? I guess time will tell. Day 5. I exited my home to find Marnie. She had found a dog wandering around my farm and wanted me to adopt it. I happily did and named the dog Dave. Dave the dog. I checked my mail to find that JoJo Mart had removed the rocks blocking the mine, so now I had access to the mine. Then I harvested my parsnips and put them in the sell box. I went into town and dug in some trash cans, waiting for Pierre's to open, getting some bread and a fish. I sold him the bread, but he wouldn't buy the fish, and bought 6 more green beans. I went and planted them, watered them, then headed to the mine. I met Marlin, who was the leader of the Adventurers Guild. He told me that the mine hadn't been entered in decades, meaning there was probably some dangerous creatures inside, so he gave me a sword. Not concerning at all. I entered the mine and came out with 9 copper, 2 yellow stones, 4 slime kills, and 3 bug kills. I exited the mine after discovering the level 5 elevator and losing all my energy, thinking it'd take forever to get home and get to bed. It took me about 2 hours in game to get back, which is about 2 minutes. But I came out with $715 at the end of the day, so it was a pretty good day, in my opinion. Day 6. I exited my home to find another person trespassing on my property, but Clint gave me blueprints for a furnace to make copper ingots out of my copper ore I got in the mine. Since he gave me that, I let his trespassing slide, for now. I opened my mailbox to find 3 letters. The first one was from Robin telling me she would make a well with 75 stone and $1,000. Marlin telling me to defeat 10 slimes and he would let me into the Adventurers Guild, and Robin again telling me that she could upgrade my house, adding a kitchen which would allow me to make meals out of the plants I have been harvesting. I watered my plants, chopped some trees, refilled my energy with some seed bars, and went in town to go fishing in the river, but was rudely interrupted by the mayor telling me about the community center, which was going to become a warehouse if somebody didn't fix it up. We entered the building so the mayor could be reminded of some old memories, and I started seeing things. Weird little apple guys kept showing up, which only I could see for some reason. Then the mayor said he wanted lunch, so he left the door unlocked for me if I wanted to visit the community center anytime. I entered back in, completely ignoring the fact I wanted to go fishing. I looked in the rooms on the left and found an apple guy who disappeared when I tried to get near. But I got to look in this book, with a language that looked somewhat like Elvish from Lord of the Rings, which I was not capable of reading. So I left and went fishing on the bridge to the right of town square. I caught a few fish, then this lady got upset I was in a ray. I caught 2 more fish, then headed to the beach, where I found this broken bridge which I could fix with 300 wood, which I had at home. I wanted to do this because it looked like there was things to sell on the other side. I caught 2 more fish, went home, put the fish in the box, then grabbed the wood I needed. I headed back to fix the bridge, then I grabbed all the coral and I discarded a shell to pick up a silver-starred red coral. I headed home, put the coral in the cell box, chopped 3 more trees down, and then watched some TV to end the day. The morning of the last day, I watched some TV to start the day, learning the stir-fry recipe. Then I went outside and had mail from the local wizard. This town had a wizard. This game couldn't get any weirder. He wanted to talk to me about me seeing the little apple guys in the community center. I ordered my plants, then headed down to look for some freebies to sell. I made my way there. I checked my map to find where the wizard lived, and he actually lived right next to me. I gathered some freebies, then visited the wizard. He told me the apple guys I'd been seeing were Junimos. Then, I think I told him about the Elvish-like language in the book on the ground. He teleported there, and then entered back through the front door, which terrified me, for some odd reason. He made me drink his weird potion to be able to read the Junimos' language, which he had deciphered some, and it said I had to be one with the forest to understand the nature of the scroll. So I drank the drink, which made me green and dream about trees for a while. Then the wizard kicked me out of his tower. So I went home and put the freebies in the box, and made some seed bars to eat. I went down again to chop the pine trees, which I did for a while. Then I chopped 2 maple trees. I remembered I wanted a chicken coop, so I went up to Robin's to look in her shop. And she wasn't at her desk, so I couldn't check the price of the chicken coop. I was right next to the community center, so I went to see if I could read the language, which I could, and saw I had to give things to the Junimos. I gave them some wood stone, then I went and retrieved 2 freebie flowers to put in the bundles. After I did that, I saw that it was getting late, so I went home. I tried to pet my dog, Dave, but I chopped it instead with my axe. Then I went to bed. I earned $214 on the last day. Pretty good. Hope you enjoyed my first week of Stardew Valley. Like and subscribe to continue the series. Have a wonderful day. Check out these 2 videos.